Overall, the Howling looks decent, sounds average. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Rob. This is the Movie Vault. Let's talk about movies. Today we are talking about the StudioCanal 4K Ultra HD release of the Howling, brand new restoration 4K. Let's get straight into this one. So let's quickly talk about the artwork and the packaging, guys. You have some new artwork on the front here, really cool. We get that hardcover slipcase there, really nice. Once we open up, inside is going to be what we've come to expect from StudioCanal. If you want to check out the link in the description to my video about the John Carpenter movies, everything that's involved in them is involved in this one. The only difference being we get a hard slipcase on these. So we open it up, we're going to get that nice Howling booklet in there, some writings about the movie. We're going to get a foldable poster of that brand new artwork. We're going to get 5 art cards of the movie, and then we are getting those 3 discs in there, guys. We're getting the 4K Ultra HD disc, the Blu-ray disc, and we're getting the DVD disc of the Frankenstein Complex, which is a really cool documentary about creature design, practical and digital effects. So let's talk about the audio quality on the Howling 4K, guys. It's a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 audio mix on this. That's what I listened to for the review here. What I will say is it's a 3 front channel heavy mix, mostly the center channel left and right. The surrounds, I think they were kicking in some of the bigger kind of action scenes. What I have written down on my notes here, guys, is nothing outstanding. It was what it was. It's a 5.1 mix, guys, but it's those 3 front channels mainly giving you the sound for this one. Let's talk about the picture quality for the Howling, guys. That's what you are here to find out about. Is it any good? Does it look any better than the Blu-ray? It's a 1.85 to 1 aspect ratio, so you'll get your full screen picture on your TV here. A 2160p 4K disc. I couldn't find out what sort of digital intermediate this came from, guys. I'm assuming it was a 4K restoration, like a proper one. Film grain is present as always, guys. Like I say, if you get up close, it's there. If you move away, it's not as obvious. Greens, blues, reds, all kind of really look great in the color mix on this one. Really stands out in that 4K, on the 4K disc, I should say, with the HDR and all that good stuff. There are some out of focus shots in the movie that kind of take you out for a second, but that's just how it was filmed, guys. It's nothing that has been changed in this 4K restoration. Just like an animation / matte painting, one scene, one sequence that really took me out of the movie altogether. This was a first time watch as well, guys. I'd never seen the Howling before, and it looks really bad, and it just completely takes you out of the movie for a second. The practical effects by Rob Bottin are awesome. The on-screen transformation, werewolf transformation, is really cool. But I will say I do prefer the transformation from American Werewolf in London to the Howling. As always, guys, we're going to compare the 4K disc to the included Blu-ray disc that's in this release and kind of give you guys a little bit of an insight into what the difference is between both of these. So this first scene here we're going to look at is Dee Wallace in the phone booth at the beginning of the movie. We will see here on the 4K compared to the Blu-ray, the 4K is a little bit darker and the Blu-ray is a little bit brighter, which we would expect comparing the 4K with the Blu-ray here with the HDR and all that stuff on the 4K disc. The grain is a little more obvious on the Blu-ray version than the 4K. And the second scene here, this is the husband's transformation into the werewolf. Once again, we're seeing that 4K picture, 4K disc, guys, looks a little bit darker than the Blu-ray, which looks a little bit brighter once again. Next scene up here of the wolf, it's the same thing again, guys. The 4K is a little bit darker than the Blu-ray, which is brighter. Next scene with Eddie as well, we'll see the 4K looks darker than the Blu-ray, which is more brighter, a little bit more obvious grain in there. And the very final scene of the movie with Dee Wallace just about to transform into a werewolf. We'll actually kind of see that they're both pretty similar in this scene. It's a very bright scene, and you'll see here the 4K and the Blu-ray are pretty close in color on this one. So overall, the 4K is a little bit darker than the Blu-ray. I've said that like 15 times already in this video, guys. We know that's what's going to happen with 4K compared to Blu-ray. Overall, the Howling looks decent, sounds average. First time watching this movie, guys, never saw it before. I will say it was not what I was expecting at all. I would prefer an American Werewolf in London. I know they're always compared. This is a different kind of movie. Really cool, great practical effects, but American Werewolf in London just tops it for me on this. In terms of overall thoughts on the 4K, guys, it's a decent looking 4K picture. It's an average sounding 5.1 mix. It's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's kind of lands somewhere in the middle for me. That's going to do it for my review of The Howling on 4K, guys. I'd love for you to jump into the comments down below. Let me know what you think. Have you picked up The Howling? Have you seen it? Do you like the film? What do you think? Get involved in the comments down below. If you would like to see more content not available here on the main channel, check out my Patreon and YouTube membership links in the description of this video, guys. There is almost 8 hours of bonus content that's not featured here on the main channel. You can get access to all of that for €1 per month. Of course, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell right there, guys, to get notified every time I post a new video. Stay safe, and I will see you guys on the next one.